Hey everyone, welcome back to Simply Blessed Crafts. I'm Tiffany, and I have ooh, my sun is getting really dark in here. Sorry about that. I have a, a mega video for you. I just added a bunch of my favorite spring DIYs for you. Some are going to be some Easter. There's not a whole lot of Easter ones in here, but a lot of them are spring. I'm just kind of getting to that springtime, so I figured I'd throw this in for you. I'm going to have a new collab video for you next week, so I figured what's the perfect time for us to throw this in for us, getting us prepared for next week. So I hope you guys enjoy this. So keep in mind that some of these might not be in order, and some of these are a little bit old, but I have a bunch of new subscribers on here, so this will just kind of give you guys an idea of some of the stuff that I do. Not all of them are Dollar Tree, some of them are upcycles, so I hope you guys enjoy. Leave me a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the video. Bye! DIY number 1. So here guys, I'm taking this cute little wheelbarrow. I got this from a thrift store. I've had it in my stash for, geez, I don't know how long, probably pretty close to like 2 years. I am sanding down the color and stuff just because I am going to paint this over, and I didn't want this color to seep through too much. I know that this pattern that I have on here is actually wood burned into it, so I was just going to embrace that that I probably won't be able to get rid of it unless I sanded like tons of it down. So here I'm just painting it white. I don't paint the inside, and I don't paint the bottom. I just paint all the sides and the top. And then I actually grab my X-Acto knife, and I am just kind of going into those little crevices and stuff to just make sure that they are seen. Like I said, I knew I wasn't going to be able to get rid of them unless I was doing a lot of sanding, so I wanted to make sure that they were shown. And then here I am just grabbing a brush, and I am just hazardly brushing over with some antique Waverly wax just to give it a dirty, rustic look. And then I'm grabbing a wipe, and I'm just rubbing it. It isn't wet, but it's just to kind of get it to where it's smeared a little bit more. Here I am getting some floral foam, and I am now putting in a bunch of these black rocks just to cover up the foam. And then I grabbed a couple of oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank, you guys. Succulents. Whew, that I've had in my stash, and I'm just stuffing them in there. And that's how it comes out looking like, guys. DIY number 2. So this one, I've had a couple different people comment that they want to see more different colored mushrooms. So this is basically what this is. As you saw, I painted the bottom plaster white, and then this one, this top, I'm painting in a dusk color by Waverly. I do 3 coats on this, you guys, to cover it completely. For some reason, I'm thinking it's because this one was really new and my other stuff's a lot more thicker. It seemed to be a little more runny, but I go back in with some plaster paint for these little dots, and I grab some of these little sponges, and I'm just sponging on some little dots, getting the excess off. As you see there, I'm kind of dabbing it on that little paper towel there. I do the bigger one first, kind of just do as many as I think needs it. And then I go in with a smaller one here. And again, I'm just dabbing. I kind of push it down and twist to get it to find the little circle, but I just kind of put it wherever I needed it. And then I grab my heat gun and make sure that they're all nice and dry before I flip it over. And here I grab my E6000 and give it a good healthy coat of it. Then I take my hot glue and just go around on that too, just for the immediate hold. And there you guys have it. Another mushroom for you. DIY number 3. Now this I've had in my stash probably a good while too, you guys. If you've been with my channel since I started, you probably have seen me haul this. I believe I got it from Target. It was $8. And I'm trying some of these Dollar Tree transfers. This is the first time I ever tried some of these transfers, the ones that are on the, I don't know, it's like very thin paper, I guess. They transfer really well. The only thing I dislike with this brand or this type of transfer is that it does not have the sticky back, so it doesn't stick. So you have to really hold it tightly to where it ain't gonna move on you when you're rubbing. It's the only thing I discovered that I didn't like about them. Otherwise, they work really well. But here I have one of the sticks from other sets that I've gotten, that I've ordered and stuff. So I'm just rubbing it down. It's kind of reminds me of like graphite paper. It's very thin and it looks like pencil marks. So it's very similar to that. But I just picked a section and rubbed down what I thought it would have been cool on the side of it. And then using the same paper, finding what I wanted to do on here, I decided to go for another one of these big flowers. So I'm just rubbing down that as well. And then on the front of it, they had a couple of these like little bees and stuff, so I decided I was going to put a couple of them. Look like they were flying around on top of it. I put the jars back in. And then I grabbed some of these spring flowers that I've had in my stash for a long time. I've probably had them in here for a good couple of years. I basically just did 2 of each in each bottle. I have blue ones here that I'm putting in there. Then I have these pink ones. And I'm just basically doing the same thing. I'm cutting 2 of each off for each bottle. This one's actually probably my favorite, guys. I really like how this one turned out. I thought it was very springy, very pretty. Loved the colors. Here's one that's white flowers. And there you guys have it. Now the final reveal, you guys. Make sure you let me know down below which ones you like and which ones you would like to create. I do apologize for being so late on getting videos out, you guys. It's been a struggle trying to do my YouTube duties, I have to say. I mean, and I'm gonna give you guys the same scoop that I give you every time, you know, just being able to see my husband and dealing with the dog and stuff. But also, I was not feeling good last weekend, so that kind of put a damper on it as well, because I didn't do anything last weekend. So, but please give this a thumbs up down below, guys, and like and, you know, subscribe, do all that stuff. Comment down below, you guys. I really like to hear you guys' comments. It makes my day. And I'm hoping to get a video out for you Tuesday, and next Friday I will actually be doing a collab with someone, so stick around and you'll kind of see more of it in the final reveal. DIY number 2. So here I'm starting off with a birdhouse, and I decided I was going to go on with the Farm Fresh with this one. I ended up opening it up and then deciding that I was going to do the outside of it first. I'm not sure why I didn't close back up the paint. It didn't hurt it none, but it does dry really fast, so make sure you don't do that, because that was my stupidity and I should have never done that. But it did not hurt anything this time, but just keep that in mind, that this paint does dry really fast. So I got this wallpaper from my mom a long time ago, and I have used it on a few projects in the past, but I figured that it would be really cute. It would look like a little boat. So we're kind of gonna go with some of this birch tree wallpaper, and I'm using Mod Podge. Definitely put a heavy coat of Mod Podge on your project when you're using this kind of wallpaper, because I had a hard time getting it to stick. But I wanted to make sure that the little wooden pieces on the sides were shown. So I'm kind of going in pieces here. So here I'm going to go with my second one, and I just line it up again like I did. And I'm going to flap that over and then do another coat. I'm kind of doing it in sections. That first one was small enough to where I didn't have to do that, but So I'm just kind of pushing it down and kind of very carefully. I go really slow with this. I mean, you can't tell because it's like sped up by 4, but I just cut along the edge of that one piece there, and then I keep continuing on, and I do this all the way around. The top here was probably the hardest because of the little hanging thing, and I did not take that off. I just kind of did it around it, but it worked out all right. And then after both sides were done, I didn't record it, but I just went over with the same X-Acto knife, and I just cut all around the excess on the sides of it because it was overlapping. And now I'm taking my Mod Podge and I'm going over it with a nice heavy, decent coat over top of it to help it stick down. Just making sure basically that none of it's going to be coming up. I do take my heat gun and, oh, had to fumble with my phone for a minute. Sorry, I thought I cut that out. But I do go in with my heat gun and dry this up all real good. And I apologize again. I thought I cut most of this out. So after that was all done and dry, I went in with my Farm Fresh DIY paint, and I painted the front of this little birdhouse and the back of it. I did not do the paddles though. I waited to do those, so I just painted around them. But I did the front and the back. And once that's all dry, I go in with a little bit of the dark wax. I started out doing the paddles and stuff, and I do end up moving to like the sides and stuff. I wanted this to look like it's been outside and weathered for a while. I mean, the paddles were nice because I wanted them brown anyway, so. But I do kind of go around the edges and kind of get into all the little nooks and crannies and stuff to make it look like dirt and stuff would have, you know, would have stayed in there. Now here I'm going in with some, with the big top. Like I said, I got this from Sonnet's Garden Blooms. And if you guys have not worked with DIY or you don't know much about DIY paint, DIY paint is reactivated with water. So it's a very clay-based product, and you have to make sure you seal each product with an item. I am in the process of ordering some clear wax. Clear wax will do it, white wax will do it, and the dark wax will do it. I did not cover the complete thing with dark wax though, so I wanted to make sure that this was going to be covered, so I used this big top stuff. If you do not have anything else that can seal it, this will, and you can order this from the same DIY area that you order. So I wanted some spots to be a little bit darker, including the spots right there on the sides where I wanted to be shown. So I went in with some antique Waverly wax, making sure everything's dry before I flip it back over. I didn't want it to stick to my table, so sorry you guys. Didn't mean to cough in your ear. So I kind of go over a little bit with the sides and stuff in here with the antique wax as well. I just wanted it a little bit darker in some spots. And I wasn't getting what I wanted on with the dark wax. So I decided that I wanted to add a little transfer onto this, and I thought it would be super cute to have like a little number like on a regular house. So I went in with a number, and 6 just, I don't know, I just picked the number 6. I like the font of it and everything, so just take the backing off and stuck it down and rubbed it on. And that's all for this one, you guys. This one's probably my favorite. I love how this one turned out. DIY number 3. I got these 2 little ducks. I've had these in my stash probably for, gosh, I don't even know how long. I've had it in my stash before I even started my YouTube channel. So, got them from a thrift store. I'm going in again with some Apothecary. Now this is what I really like about this stuff, you guys. This paint, I know darn well that if I would have painted any with any of my Waverly paint, that it would not have covered up that red and orange with one coat. I only had to put one full coat on these. I had a couple of spots where I probably just didn't get it real good, and I had to go over. It was kind of just spot touching up. But other than that, you guys, it covered up everything. The red, the orange, the black, all of it with one coat. That is what I really like about this paint. And it's so pretty. I love this color. I love the Farm Fresh. Those are the 2 colors, like I said, that I started with. And I'm definitely going to be ordering more. So anyway, I give both of them a good healthy coat of paint. And then I had to go over it again with some white wax. I mean, it's with the Apothecary and the white wax, they just look so pretty together. And this one actually had some good details where you can actually see what I was doing. So I really, really liked these little ducks. They turned out amazing. Might actually have to keep these for myself. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. You can see the difference between this little ducky. The one little eye, I was trying to go back in and fix it. I'm going to probably have to do that, but I didn't have enough paint on my paintbrush. But you can tell the difference before I painted it. Turned out amazing. I love these colors, you guys. I know I've said that like 20 times in this video, but I would not tell you that I love something if I didn't love it, and I love it. So here again, I'm just wiping off the excess. And like I said, since I've used the white wax, these are sealed. I don't have to go in with the Big Top or any other kind of sealant. They're sealed in with the white wax. And look at how adorable they are. So cute. DIY number 4. So if you guys watched my haul video, you've seen these in my haul video. The one that I just did recently. And you also would have saw the little bunny that didn't make it. But I wanted to do these little birds. I really love the color of these, so I did not do anything to the color. I kept the color. I thought this green was gorgeous. It reminds me a lot of the celery. So basically all I did was grab my transfer book here. And I just found some really pretty transfers that would go really well with this color. And I decided on a couple of these. So what's really nice about this this book is that they have some smaller designs, so it's perfect for smaller projects. I did still have to piece them together, so here I'm cutting off the wording and stuff, and I'm just kind of figuring out where I was going to put it on here. I wanted to make majority of the flowers seen, so and with these also being already glossed, these transfers were amazing to put on here. I mean, they come off so nice. I'm using my fingers and stuff to varnish it all, but and then I wanted to add the lettering, so just kind of trimming it down a little bit more. And there you go. And I do the same thing for the other bird. Just lining it up, putting it down, and then rubbing the transfer down. And there you have it, you guys. They look so cute. I love them. Let me know down below, guys, what you guys like and which one is your favorite. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. I mean, all your comments and everything have been so wonderful. Please make sure you give me a thumbs up down there. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, guys. I'd greatly appreciate it. Every little bit helps. I mean, I want to make this a career, so I'd love to hear every single one of your comments. I enjoy it. It lights up my day. It just makes me happy to hear all of you guys' comments down there. Good or bad. I mean, I welcome them all. Please let me know again, like, which one your favorite is, and if there's any videos that you guys would like to see me do. I would love to hear if there's any specific videos that you want me to pinpoint. I will do them for you. And if you enjoy what you see and you want to be notified, please make sure you hit the notification bell and click it and push it to all. That way you are notified every time I upload a new video. And I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys, and thank you again for watching, and God bless, and I hope you guys have a great and wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! DIY number 1. This, guys, I got this cross wreath form thing at Hobby Lobby last year. And then I got some of this box greenery from Walmart. And I just kind of cut pieces off, and then I'm kind of just patching them together. Grabbed some twine and I tied it around there. I really need to get some zip ties, you guys. I was looking around for some zip ties when I was doing this, and I could not find any. I could have sworn I had some, but yeah, you know. So, anyway, just got a good amount there just to make sure that it holded. And I'm not worried about the jute twine so much, because that's all going to be seen. Or, not going to be seen, so it's going to be all covered up. Again, zip ties work a lot better for stuff like this. But I obviously don't have any right now. So I just tied it to the chicken wire. And then I did I have a couple of these flowers from a previous project that I kind of tore apart. I wanted to somehow incorporate those in, but I just didn't know where. I decided then to add some more greenery, so I grabbed some of this lamb's ear, perfect for Easter. I got this from Walmart as well, and I'm just cutting the stems off, making them a little bit shorter, and just kind of basically doing the same thing, but this time I had a zipped, or a wire tie, so I used one of those instead for getting it to stick down. And then I started trying to figure out where I wanted to put these flowers. I know I wanted them in the middle, kinda, so I just kind of start piecing them together. I also grabbed some of these blue flowers. Now these, I believe all the flowers actually came from Dollar Tree. I just basically just grabbed the flower completely off the stem and just kind of pieced them together just to give it a little bit more color. And I do go back at the end and add a couple more. I just felt like it needed a little bit more. But first I have this cross. I got this from a thrift store a long time ago for $1. I do show you the price tag, but it wasn't focusing, so you didn't see it. But it was only $1, so I picked it up. And then I decided I was going to have that down there on the bottom. I mean, come on now. Cross on cross, why not? So I just glued it down. Then I wanted to grab my Posca paint pen here. I got these from Michaels, guys, and if you have never heard of Posca paint pens, they are amazing. They come in a whole set, or you can buy them separately. They're expensive, but they last for a long time, and the tip on them are fantastic. So I highly recommend those. You can order them offline as well, but I put he has risen on the cross. And here I'm just doing my own little version of drawing, I guess. I do always like kind of how this looks. Probably would have been better if I would have used green, but it works. So here's kind of where I decided I was going to add a couple more of these, a little bit more into the greenery. And that is it, you guys. That is my wreath cross for Easter. DIY number 2. So this one, guys, I am playing off of a picture on Pinterest. Again, using my Posca paint pens in black, and I'm going to be drawing a scenery on here. I started out with the black because I figured the paint pen would be easier than painting. I will show you what my inspiration was off of Pinterest here in a minute after I get finished with what I am doing. I do have it, look, I'm actually looking at it as I am doing this to kind of get a little bit of an inspiration. I mean, you guys can pick whatever colors you want to do or any, design or whatever like that, but I really, really just loved how these turned out, or these looked. So I was just trying to create what they had. So I was going off by by vision. So this paint, I believe, is called Bright Yellow. Oh no, this is Pale Daffodil. That's what this is. And it's from Apple Barrel. I get all my Apple Barrel paints from Walmart. And I do end up putting 2 coats on this. This is by Folk Art, and it's from Bright Pink, or it's called Bright Pink from Folk Art. Ugh. Guys, I'm a hot mess. I don't know. I don't even know what the heck I'm saying sometimes, I tell you. This one, I really, really liked the color, but it just seemed a little dark to me, but I really liked some of the dark. So I ended up going in with another version of pink with this. It does match some of the picture that I'm going with, but it just seemed a little dark in front of me. So I went in with Princess Pink by Apple Barrel, and I'm just kind of filling in some of it to kind of lighten some of it up. I do keep some of the dark because, again, I said I like it, and I like how it kind of would flow into something else if you would go into it. If you guys can't tell what I'm doing, it's kind of more of a sunrise or a sunset. It's more of a sunrise. I would say a sunrise. Anyway, this paint is actually acrylic paint, and I got these from my mother-in-law a long time ago. I don't really have any purple in my stash, so this was the purple I went with. It's violet. Not a bad color. The paint was kind of a little goopy, but it worked out in that way because it kind of looked more like clouds filling the sky in a way. I kind of really liked how it turned out, but it was more goopier than the rest of my paint, so, but it worked. And then I grab my Posca paint pen again, and I am just drawing in the 3 crosses. I really like this, you guys. Oh, And there was my inspiration. It was kind of very, very quick, but I also got this cross, and I've gotten this, I think I got this from a thrift store as well. I've had it in my stash for a while. And I kind of wanted, I liked the idea of maybe gluing the rock down to the cross since it had that base, but then I wanted to decorate the cross a little bit because then it seemed too plain. Now guys, I am probably one of my worst critics, and I honestly am not quite sure about this project. I love the rock. I absolutely love the rock, but I don't know if I really did the cross any justice. But anyway, so as you've seen, I grabbed some of that purple polka dot ribbon and I kind of just used it as a banner to go around the cross. And then I had some of this extra, I don't know, like grass stuff, and I glued that to the top of it. And then I had this really pretty sparkly ribbon, and I just made an awareness bow and then folded it and tied some jute twine onto it to make it a bow. Now I'm just going to glue that onto the grass to get it all to stick down properly. I do end up cutting these strands smaller, and then I glue down the rock. I'm just not 100%, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. It's not like I don't appreciate it. I really liked the color of the natural wood. That's why I didn't paint that. And I thought it made the rock stand out more. But I'm just not sure what I think of it. Let me know, guys, down below what you guys think of this project. You'll see more of it in the final reveal. But anyway, DIY number 3. This one was my absolute favorite. Love this one. So I've had this picture frame in my stash forever. Granted, the color of it is very pretty the way it is, but I don't know. This is a DIY channel, so I wanted to DIY it. So I grabbed out my celery, and I'm kind of just going to be painting everything. All of the little lines, all of the whole picture frame. I'm going to paint the whole picture frame. I do not worry about the back. Or the sides, I guess I would have to say. It kind of blends in with what I'm doing. But anyway, if you guys seen my last DIY channel, or my last video, you kind of understand where I'm going with this. This has such pretty detail, you guys. And I don't know what it is about this celery and the antique wax, but they're both look so beautiful together. So this is kind of where I'm going with this. So I'm just kind of lightly making sure that everything's dry and kind of covered good and everything. And then I grab my antique wax and I grab a sponge brush. I do kind of dab off the excess because I don't want too much. But I'm just going over all of these beautiful raised details on this. And you guys, this turned out so beautiful. I don't even know if the camera will ever make it look, I don't know. I don't know if it'll give it justice, but I tell you, it makes this stand out so much, and it's so pretty. And to finish off the picture frame, I grabbed one of these. They're actually just they're a bunch of decoupage paper that I got, but this one had little lambs on it with little chicks. And what goes better with Easter than the little lambs for the Lamb of God? Sorry, but that's just perfect. Anyway, final reveal, you guys, and this is how everything turned out, and I hope you enjoyed what you've seen. I really like how this one turned out as well, but I still think that picture frame is gorgeous. Guys, let me know down below what you guys enjoyed, which ones you want to recreate, and don't forget to give my video a thumbs up, guys. That really helps my channel grow. And thank you to all of the new subscribers that decided to subscribe to my channel. I'm grateful for every single one of you, even the old school ones that have been here since I started, which hasn't been that long, but it has been a year. So I'm grateful for every single one of you guys, and please keep them coming, guys. Give them a thumbs up. Share with your people if you think they'll enjoy what they see or what you see. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today, you guys. Anyway, thank you guys all for stopping by, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna try my darndest to get you out two of them out every week, so bear with me. Anyway, thanks again, guys. Have a great week. God bless. Bye. DIY number 1. So here, guys, I've had this in my stash for quite a while. This is actually a half pot and everything. You know, I don't know. You can hang it on your wall. It has a thing on the back. But I'm just painting it in ivory. I really didn't like the color. It was very too orange for me. So I just trying to get into all the nooks and crannies and everything like that. It was actually kind of a pain with this foam brush, but I'm stubborn and still kept using it. But it actually didn't matter after the fact anyway, because I used a smaller brush with some brown paint to go inside the little grooves and everything, and you'll see that here in a minute. But I only do one coat on this, and then I go in with another paintbrush and with my antique wax, and I paint both of the I kind of skip around, but I paint both of the what do you call them, the edge pieces in there, I guess, the edge, and then that one that goes around the middle. I paint both of them, and then I do go in between every single one of the grooves and paint in there, and I really like how this turned out. I do not show all of it, but you will see what it looks like when it's finished, and I really do like how it turned out. It turned out pretty cool. I had to make sure I got underneath the lip. I didn't realize that I didn't paint that, so that's what I'm doing there. And then after that, after I got it all dried and everything, I took some of these box greenery that I got from Walmart. I've had these in my stash for quite a while, and these are actually one of my favorite things to pick up at Walmart for greenery. I grabbed 2 of them, and I just cut off cut them off from the bottom branches. And then I just stick them right in there, and they're like the perfect height. I mean, some of them kind of lean over, and then some of them, they sit in there so nice. I didn't have to use any floral foam or anything like that, just in case I wanted to change out the greenery. I have plans on hanging this in my dining room somewhere, or my bathroom. I'm not quite sure yet. But there it is. DIY number 2. So here I got one of these little birdhouses. You can get these at the Dollar Tree, and you can also get these at Walmart. Sometimes Walmart is cheaper, just letting you guys know that. I do not know which one this one came from, but I've had it in my stash forever. But I grabbed Waverly paint in Pool, and I paint the front, the sides, and the back. I do not paint the chimney, oh my goodness, the roof or the bottom of it. I go in with antique Waverly wax, and I paint the roof and the bottom with that. Sorry if you hear me sniffling, you guys. I'm kind of getting over a cold right now. I'm on the mend, but I still have it a little bit in my chest and stuffy nose. After I got that done, I kind of set that aside, and I grab a candlestick from Dollar Tree. I just paint it black. This black that I got, it's a chalk paint, and I actually got it from Target a while back. I really actually like it because it covers really nice in one coat. But then I just glue the little birdhouse right down to the top. If you want it to stick better, I would recommend using better glue than hot glue, but for video purposes, I decided just to use hot glue. And then I grabbed some more of this box greenery, and I wanted to decorate the front a little bit. So I just cut off a couple of little pieces at the top of it and decided I was going to glue it down to the very front. Then I decided I was going to use 2 of these little cute daisy looking sunflowers. I don't know if they're sunflowers or daisies, but they're cute as heck. So, and they scream spring to me. So I'm just gluing them down to the very front. I was deciding if I only wanted to use 1 or if I wanted to glue 2. The little bird is ceramic. I got that off of a different project long ago. I didn't like the little bird on there, and he was supposed to be with a partner, and the other one was busted when I bought it. So I broke that one off and kept it for another project, and I really like how he turned out. I was debating on whether to paint him blue, but I thought the pop of orange actually looked kind of cute, so I kept it. And then I added a couple more little picks of greenery at the top, and I added that other sunflower. And that's how it turned out. DIY number 3. So everyone loved my one rock bird thing that I did for Christmas. So I decided I was going to do one for spring. Why not? The only ones I've ever seen are done that have been done was with Christmas So I decided I was going to do this for spring. So I got some blue. It's actually the Waverly Pool. And I did 3 coats on them. And here now I'm going in with some red paint. This is actually, I think it was the lacquer red from Waverly. And I just put a little red bow on one of them. And then I add the eyes with my chalk paint that I got. I really like this paint. It's just because it's like, it's very thick. You only need 1 coat, like I said, but I did a little black bow with him, and then I was just like, you know, I'm gonna make him kind of look like he's dressed up. Since the other one had a little red bow in there, I kind of did like a little suit face to it. I did a little black bow, and then I did a little white patch, and then I put like little buttons like he's wearing a suit. I thought it turned out really cute. And then I add the little beaks. And then I grabbed my little wood form. I got these from a thrift store. There was a whole bunch of them. These ones are really thick though, like they're really rough. Let's put it that way. I do have some from Amazon that are the really thin ones that I use for Christmas for Christmas ornaments. But they just seemed really small, so I decided I was going to use one of these again. I used a stem. You can kind of see that before, but before I used the stem is actually just off of some old picks that I got from Dollar Tree, I bet. But I am just painting on a branch. If you guys are nervous about hand painting, I'm telling you, tree branches and stuff are like the easiest thing to do. You cannot screw up a tree branch. There is no trees that are the same, so you just make it look like there's little tiny branches coming off of big branches. And here I'm using Folk Art light green, and I am just making little leaf patches on some of the trees. And then here I'm grabbing that stem again. I cut off the very end of it because it didn't look right with the, I don't know, the weird shape there. So, and now I'm just gluing down my little rocks for my birds. And there you guys have it. And now the final reveal. It feels so good to be back, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow, and I really do want to get to 1,000 subscribers here really soon, guys. I need the help. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'd greatly appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. Please come back for Tuesday's video. I'm hoping to have another video up for you guys on Tuesday. I'm going to try my darndest to get back into my schedule. Comment down below and tell me which one you guys like the most. Which one's your favorite? Which one you want to recreate? All that good stuff, guys. I really love to hear you guys' comments. I really miss all you guys. I miss reading your comments. I miss hearing what you think of the channel and everything, guys. And don't forget that I am planning on getting another channel going. I will let you know when that is up and ready, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one, and I hope you enjoyed this. God bless everyone. Bye. DIY number 1. So here, guys, I'm taking one of these Dollar Tree. I gotta turn my music down. Hold on. Dollar Tree signs, or whew, that's loud. Anyway, Dollar Tree trays that you can get from their household section, I guess. They usually have them over in their like plates and stuff. But I'm painting this with my chalkboard black paint that I've gotten from Target. I used this in my last video, guys. If I don't remember how much it was or anything like that, but it's really good coat. It coats really well. Granted, this one's plastic, like a really shiny plastic, so I had to do 2 coats on it. And then I go in with my Broger IOD transfer booklet, and I cut out these little birds. Now, I did have problems with these because of the paint, but I ended up working it out just fine. And then my camera ended up cutting off, so I didn't get a chance to show you what the rub-on transfers are supposed to be like. But I had a couple of little spots of paint that was peeling up, so I'm just kind of checking it there, and then I dry it, and I actually should have cut that out. Like I said, I was playing with my phone there, but anyway, then I grab one of these paint pens. I don't have any like gold paint or anything like that, and I kind of wanted to make those details of the little dots kind of pop. So I had this gold paint pen, and I just grabbed a paintbrush and just painted it on there. I thought it worked out really clever. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And it works better to do it this way than just the color on the marker, because then it's, I don't know, it's just like a straight line, and it's really goopy in certain areas, and it wasn't getting in between the dots and everything. So this worked out really well. And there you go. And then I put a coat of Mod Podge over top of it, just so the paint wouldn't peel anymore, and the rub-on transfer would stay down. There you go, guys. DIY number 2. So these I picked up from Target, from their Target dollar spot for $3. I've had it in my stash for a while, so I don't know if they're out right now. I grabbed one of these rub-on transfers. It's called Postal Birds. I actually got this one off of Amazon. So if you guys can afford the IOD transfers, you can definitely Google or look up on Amazon and get rub-on transfers as well. And so here right now I'm just picking out what I like. I do end up using a bird one that didn't turn out, and I ended up cutting it out because I had to sand it down and everything. There is some times where I'll leave my mistakes in there just to, show you that, mistakes happen. But this one, because I messed it up and I had to sand it off, I did cut it out. And I ended up using some flowers instead and some leaves to cover it up. My camera ended up cutting off on this one too. I was running out of room on my memory, but for the most part you see what I'm going to do here. So I just lay down, you take the backing off and you just lay it down. And you grab the stick that it comes with, either brown wooden ones or plastic ones. And you just rub, and I like to lift up the transfer as I'm rubbing because you can usually see what's see it transfer. And if anything sticks that you wanted transferred, you can always go back and redo it. So here's another one that I decided I was going to use. If you see the one up above, you can kind of see the residue left over from the bird that I messed up. So I do end up going back over that one and kind of using the flowers and stuff to kind of cover up that transfer. And that's where my camera cut out. You kind of... Oh no, that isn't where my camera cut. My camera cuts out at the very end here. So you'll see the finished product. So here you go, guys. Here's what it looks like. I do think they're cute. They are ceramic, so you know you won't have any problems with it. I put a coat of Mod Podge over it because of the transfers, but I thought they were very springy and I thought they looked really good for the spring season. So DIY number 3. So this one here, I got inspired to do this by Unicorn Dust Designs. Hers isn't nothing like mine, and I actually really like hers better, to be honest with you. But I use some Slick Stick paint for the first coat. I don't know. I have a bunch of these in my stash. But for a crafter, you pick up a bunch of stuff and you have ideas for it when you really pick it up first. And then you end up... It's end up sitting in your stash forever, and then you forget what you wanted to use it for. So I thank Unicorn Dust Designs for posting this because it really gave me an idea. So... Mine don't look nothing like hers, but I do like how mine turned out. I just like hers better. Anyway, I'm doing a good coat of, it's called Pink Cloud by Waverly. And it's kind of a really pretty pink color. I didn't know if I really liked the brush strokes on it, but I actually really liked how the white kind of stuck out through some of the paintbrush strokes, so I kind of left it. And then I got this rub-on transfer from the Broget pack from IOD, like I used from the birds in the first one. And I just laid it on and I started rubbing. If you guys ever used rub-on transfer, or you haven't ever used rub-on transfers before, it's really hard for a round project to lay flat, so it's better to cut in little spaces if that bothers you. Mine wrinkled up a little bit, and you can rub most of the wrinkles out of it if that happens. But I was okay with the way it looked. So if you have problems with that, maybe you want to try to cut slits in it and kind of piece it together that way. But I thought it turned out cute. Then I decided that I wanted to get some jute twine and wrap around the neck of the bottle. And then I grabbed one of these metal tags here, and I tied that onto the jute twine, and then I ended up gluing it down to the twine. And then I went in my stash of my Solo wood flowers. You can get these off of Amazon. And I just kind of pieced them together and how I kind of liked it. I don't know, I had this idea and I thought it would really be pretty. It would add more color and be very springy. It actually kind of reminds me more of like the shabby chic look, which is totally fine. But yeah, so I kind of just grabbed ones that I liked and kind of played around with it a little bit. And then I stuck some greenery in it, which you can use anything, but I thought it turned out really cute. Final reveal, guys. So let me know down below, guys, which ones you really liked. Let me know if I inspired you to make any of these crafts. This one here, I know there's been a bunch of people that have recreated this. Too many for me to mention in comments or in my video or whatever. I will link Unicorn Dust Designs below her video if I can find it. But let me know, guys, down below what you liked. And I mean, I really like to hear you guys' comments. Please give me a like down below. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, guys. I would really, really appreciate it. It really helps my channel grow. It helps people notice my channel more. I really want to be able to get up to 1,000 subscribers as soon as I can. So any little bit helps, guys. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to try my darndest to get a video out for you on Saturday, but I do have a sleep study scheduled for Friday night, and so I won't be home until Saturday morning sometime. So I will try my darndest to get a movie out for you Saturday, but if that does not work, I will see you guys in the next one. And I hope you guys all have a great week and a great weekend. God bless. Bye.